All right, let's talk about this lady and this man, some ex-NBA player. What a story. I've been seeing it's been going viral, but I got some details of it. She went and started Onlyfans behind her husband, okay? But she kind of needed it, so she's like an ex-porn star as well, something like that, you know. So, but let's get into the story. Let's see if we can get some story. I'm gonna read this from Mail Online, dailymail.co.uk. Shout out to the UK people in the house. Ex-NBA star Joe Smith fumes at his wife after finding out she has a secret OnlyFans account, as she films him screaming, "That's BS," like the full word. "That's effed up," like the full word, right? Okay. I'm looking at some of the headlines here. Joe Smith earned around $60 million from playing for 12 NBA teams in his career. Wow. And one of the news we're getting that is broke now. I'm not sure if that's what we're getting, but let me continue. But his wife was unapologetic when he found out that she was on OnlyFans. Okay, anyway. Ex-NBA, this guy that you guys are looking at right now. Yep. Let me see Joe Smith NBA. Let me see if I can get some. I don't watch sports, so I don't want to make any mistake. Let's see, NBA Joe Smith. Is it the same guy as Joe Johnson? Is that the same guy? But that's all I'm coming up with here. He played for 12 teams. Let me see if I can. Let me see. I think it might be the same guy. No, I don't think so. It's a different person. Joe Smith. Oh, there you go. That's a different person. Of course, there's got to be more than. Okay, there you go. There you go. He's 48 years old now. Okay, this guy we're talking about is 48 years old. Well, damn. 1975 babies are 48 years old. Jesus Christ. Oh my God. Anyway, is an American former professional basketball player. He played for 12 teams during his 16-year career. And as you've seen there, also he made $60 million in that time. Anyway, so ex-NBA Joe Smith has had his furious reaction to finding out his wife is on OnlyFans, filmed by her. His partner of 5 years, Cashapp, is a former adult actress, and shared footage of the moment he found out about her participation in the website. "That's BS. That's effed up, Kish." He's heard saying, "I can't believe I'm sitting here just finding out you have got OnlyFans after all these years." Let me see. I think there's a video here. Let's play it.
"I can't believe I'm sitting here just finding out you got OnlyFans. Out of all these years, yo, the disrespect that comes with it, if you could have talked to me before you did it, that's bullshit, yo. That's fucked up, dude. I'm telling you, yo, that's fucked up."
Wait, no, calm. But you're not gonna say fuck me or that's fucked up. It's not fucked up.
Recording me? What the fuck you doing?
Listen, it's not fucked up, and we're going to. Okay, look. So I have an OnlyFans page, and he's mad because he's just now finding out about it.
Of course I'm mad I'm just finding out about it.
Wait, why is she filming this conversation with the husband? That would be my first question. Let's see.
I'm not doing it with anybody but myself, so why should I have to tell you my choice, my body, my fucking choice?
My choice, my body. Oh shit. She said my choice, my body to her husband. Hey.
Oh, beauty. Not be juju be that.
My choice, my body. OnlyFans in the same breath with her husband in marriage. Anyway, let me see here.
Hey.
Your partner, you're supposed to come to me and talk to
Joe,
me.
I've been talking to you about mad things. I've been asking for solutions to shit. You're not giving me none, so I created one.
That's no solution. Not in my book. That's no
You knew
solution.
who the fuck I was when you met me.
Stupid,
Wow.
Before
She's saying deal with it.
before
Before,
we
yeah,
met,
before,
yeah, I
and
knew
I
that.
thought that I would never have to go
Man,
back to
you know,
anything
yeah,
like
I knew
this
that
again.
beforehand, but not,
Unfortunately, that's not the case
'Cause after
right
that,
now.
after that, everything's supposed to change.
In fact, in this particular context here, not only and pause, let me slow down a little bit, right? She said this is a private matter. No, it's no longer your body. Not only is it no longer just your body and your husband, your reputation is attached to a family, your children, aunties, uncles, family, people that will basically feel a sense of shame for knowing you at all or being associated with you. So, I don't know if I should take this kind of person too seriously. Again, Olosho type of profession has always existed. So when we're talking about family matters, marriage, relationships, and that most people, the way most people want to do it, I'm not sure how this is relevant, but yeah, when you talk about body on OnlyFans, I think let me say OF instead of OnlyFans so we don't flag the video, right? I think it's very important to just know that these are different breeds of human beings, okay? And it would be completely disingenuous to try to bring that into regular people's conversation, okay? But let's cover it for Cruz nonetheless. Let me finish it.
Everything did change.
No. Obviously, it
Everything.
hasn't.
No, it had to. I had
Obviously,
to do
it
something.
hasn't. You stood out there showing your body. You stood out there doing stuff like this on camera.
You act like that's the only thing that I do. I have mad jobs, but they're not facilitating everything that needs to be done. So I got something extra. OnlyFans be breaking me off. What the fuck?
Come on, Keisha. It don't matter what they break you off. It's the disrespect that comes with it.
What
You couldn't
disrespect?
You couldn't come and talk to me about it.
Okay, well we're talking about it now.
Because I had to find out on the fly.
All right then, but now, okay.
No,
So wait.
I had to find out.
She said, all right then. She said, all right then. Are they both recording it? Well, he's there. So now I'm always like, why are they recording this again? All right. Like, okay, I'm going through some real stuff. If I'm going through real stuff with my wife, the last thing I'm thinking about is pulling out the phone and recording, right? But who knows, right? But let's see where this story goes.
Before.
Wait. Go back.
Before.
Okay. And so? Whatever.
She said, whatever.
I've been doing what I have to do, period. Like, that's bottom line. That's what it is.
All right. So, no, I will not be playing Old Bernie for this woman. This woman is not your typical woman. Joe Smith married an Olosho. And there's got to be something that comes with that. There's got to be more to, I can't sit around and talk to the public and then say all women are like that indirectly. That's just lame, and trust me, there's probably enough people doing that right now, but it's okay. So the report says ex-NBA Joe Smith has had his furious reactions. Okay, we read that part. Are you recording me? What the F are you doing? It's disrespectful. First of all, Chavez is heard answering back to Smith by saying, my body, my effing choice. Okay. And let's see. You knew what the F I was when you met me. Okay, so the reports are saying that was she a stripper or a porn star? I'm not sure what she was. I thought I would never have to go back to anything like this again. But unfortunately, that's not the case right now. Is she insinuating that he's broke? I've been asking for solutions to Ish. You've not given me one, so I created one. You act like that's the only thing I do. Smith is reported to have earned around $61 million in his playing career, although there is unclear how much of that fortune is left. $61 million is not a lot of money. Okay, now, for everybody in the back, with respect to if you have bad spending habits, okay, it's not a lot of money. If you have bad spending habit, bad management, okay, in fact, for the most part, I would argue that it's mismanagement, not necessarily bad spending habits. I know that from personal experiences. Okay, I've never been a bad spender, but mismanage, yes, mismanage, not necessarily obviously intentional. Like, it's like the more you have, the more cards you're dealt, the more choices you have to make, the harder your decision making is, right? And sometimes, you're gonna make the wrong decision, and wrong decisions do cost a lot of money. So if you have mismanagement, if you have a situation where you don't know what to do, there's forces, there's all kind of forces that's gonna take that money's energy, that's gonna take that money away from you. And the easy part is, it's a lavish spending. That's easy. Okay, we can obviously see that person's gonna lose their money, but that's for the most part, that's not the case. He once appeared on CNBC Back in the Game, hosted by Yankees hero Alex Rodriguez, and explained how he struggled to manage the millions. Oh, see, you probably would think that I read it first. No, I didn't. All right, but yeah, it makes sense. How he struggled to manage the millions he made through basketball. A lot of people think once you sign that contract, you're just an automatic millionaire, he said, but it doesn't work like that. When I'm assessing and analyzing this kind of information, there's a certain type of life that comes into me, and that's what makes me really feel like I will probably keep doing this. Okay, because these things are very, very hard for normal human beings. When you have too many attention, too much money, too much options, like the problem that's going on with the dating scene right now today, relationship, is swipe, too much options, illusion of options. Actual options got you swiping, those are real profiles, right? But are those real people, right? So it's difficult, right? But yeah, that was just one out of that 3 million. Uncle Sam is going to take probably $1.5 million of that. That was just something I heard I had to learn. Nobody really explained that and broke that down to me. Once I got traded, it was also tough to unload those homes. Oh yeah. So every time you move from one place to another, there's a lot of energy moving, right? It's like going into the market and saying, some of you might know this, maybe not everyone. In the stock market, you say, somebody say, hey, invest for the long term. Be like, no, I want to trade. Well, each one of those trades has transaction fees attached to them. If you can't see them, like for example, in this new apps these days, they say, oh, no fees. It's hidden. It's because it's hidden because they must get paid. And the more movement is happening, the more it's going to cost you. That like friction, like when there's friction, there's a lot of stuff that will go on. Sometimes you can lose everything if you don't manage it properly. That's why these things are not about a good man or a bad man or a good woman or a bad woman. Okay, when you have too many moving variables, you need mentorship, you need coach, you need to remain a student of the game. That's the way it works in life. It's not about me, Moshe. I don't know how to say that in English. It's not about you should have known better. Like, why didn't you pick better? Those are all stupid questions for the most part. When somebody says this, they end up in the wrong marriage. Say, why didn't you pick better? They're all stupid questions for the most part. I'm being honest with you. There's no marriage that you come into where you won't have to manage a lot of moving variables, okay? When children comes in, that's another layer, right? If you have trauma from childhood, that's another layer, right? If you have trust issues, that's another layer. If you married across race, that's another layer. If you marry across religion, that's another layer. That's just the way it works, right? Once I got traded, it was always tough to unload those homes. I was always losing money. Smith's career began in 1995 with the Golden State Warriors, and he went on to play for 12 different teams across the NBA. All those trades will cost money, will cost energy, will cost resources, right? And if you're not prepared for them, So anyway, this young lady, he ended up marrying this young lady. I don't know if she's one of the reasons why, but if somebody will pick this kind of woman, if they say she was a Pastor Losho, there's a lot to that. That's saying a lot, okay? Your husband's body is yours and your body is your husband's body. And they are both recording this. Shake my head. An old Olosho that Olosho never left her system. This is so shameful. Yeah, if you marry an Olosho, there's an extremely good chance it will never leave the system. There is a chance it might leave, but it's the smaller side of the chance. You know how people say, you never know. I say, yeah, you're right. It's possible. Is it probable? No. Okay. So, and also, you have to be a certain type of man to marry an Olosho. Yeah. She has no respect for her husband, obviously. Obviously not. No, she has any. No, does she has any respect for herself? So I don't know if I will be walking around the street expecting an ex Olosho to have respect for herself. I don't know if I will be having that expectation of them in the first place, you know. So who knows? Not too far now. How you doing? Yes, I don't think she got the Olosho out of her system. Yeah, that's a very tough one to do. He was asking her why she was recording it. She's not a young person. You would think she knows better. She knew what the hell she got. She said, she knew what it was, right? You knew who I was. I never knew I would go back to it. I went back to it. And the internet, social media makes it easy. All you have to do is subscribe for a free profile account, pull up a camera, and start filming yourself. Some people even self-eat on that platform. How did I know? I heard. Okay? I heard. Anyway, let me see here. I think there's another one here. So apparently there's a video here. Let's see did she say something?
This question is, where's Joe? How are you guys doing? Where's Joe?
He's pretty pissed off with me. So he's been, I think he's at his sister's house. He's not talking to me right now. So, yeah.
Keisha, how long ago, obviously we saw in the video that Joe's saying he had no idea that you had this account. How long is the account, have you had the page?
I've had the page for at least over a year. It's on my Instagram and my LinkedIn, but that's what happens when you don't pay attention to your wife. Period.
What? That's what happened when you don't pay attention to your wife. Lenwe. Oh my days.
Oh my days.
Oh my God. I can't. Oh my God. That's what happens when you don't pay attention to your wife. What? Killer Jew. Hit that like button. I beg you. Hit that like button. I appreciate you. Hit that like button. Killer Jew. That's what happens when you don't pay attention to your wife. Now, wow. Okay, so we're talking about Olosho matter, so it makes it easy to just push it on her. But a lot of women do this. I don't think it's something that can necessarily change. I think it's something that has to be managed. I think it's a function of the many different variables that makes up what we call romantic relationship. Okay, and this is this accountability thing, you know. He made me do it. It's because you did it. If you didn't do it, what did you do? Like every time somebody says a woman suffered something, or somebody say a man comes and say, hey, I went through this, the first question that women would ask is, what did you do? Okay, this is an undefeated question. Okay, so just start paying attention to it henceforth. Okay, just stop it. You see, men generally don't say, what did you do? Right? The man might actually try to protect the woman, might even try to save her, you know what, right? So yeah, but yeah, so
and you know, he has a friend that he's been entertaining, and she decided that, you know, she wants to really put a bigger, you know, wedge in our relationship. So she went digging around my page and was like, oh, do you?
Oh, okay. My wife was saying something to the effect. I think they said it was cheating too, right? Is this a reason to go back to being an Olosho? Right? Is this a good reason to go back to being an Olusho? I think that's where she's going right now. She said she's had a little friend, and that friend was digging around, and
you know that she has this, and I blew it from that. And it's
all right. This is not your typical marriage. I beg, okay? I beg. I'll try to extract some lessons there. Again, owning your shit, you know. But just to keep it a buck, I don't expect this kind of person to own their stuff, you know, to hold themselves accountable. I don't expect it, okay? But this is a behavior, not owning your stuff, not being held accountable. It's a behavior that has to be managed. I don't think you can eliminate it. I think it has to be managed. And how you manage that is still active listening and having patience for yourself. Gentlemen, I'm talking to you. Be patient with yourself. If she comes and she says, well, you made me do it, just say, Oberyn is not your mate, right? Just say, yeah, babe, tell me more. What do you mean I made you do it? Like, just put a smile on your face, because it's not just you, okay? It's not just you. Put a smile on your face and engage more. Practice your active listening. She will hold herself accountable at some point, but not on the surface like that, okay? Not when you try to force her to do it. Not when you jump on the internet and you try to copy paste Kevin Samuel's talking points to her. It will not work. It will get worse, okay? So just letting you know that right now before you come back and tell us that you collect shiggy from a woman somewhere.
no secret.
First question is, where's
How
Joe?
are you
Where-
guys doing?
Where's Joe?
Financial issues, you know, and I have always made a good life for myself, you know. Before I met Joe, I was living overseas in Europe, and I had established myself as a singer, you know, and I came back here.
Wait, was she a singer
You
or
know,
Olusho?
and
I'm confused.
He won't do it, so I had to, and I'm sorry. You knew I was an adult,
Hold on.
thinking that with his persona and who he was, once we got together and I found out who he was, that it would only take off, you know, other things. But, you know, not everybody's hustle and drive are the same. And depression is a serious thing also. So, you know, I've been just like, you know, supporting and dealing and going through his trials and tribulations with him. I've started several businesses, you know, I've been doing a lot, like, and I just figured out, I have a home in Cape Verde I'm trying not to lose, and a roof over here we're trying to maintain that we almost got kicked out of. So I just kicked in the drive. Financial issues.
Financial
video
issues.
Star when you met me. So if I would do anything for my own survival, then what makes you think that would change now?
That's a good question. Now let's hold ourselves accountable, gentlemen. Okay, because if you think women can't be held accountable, wait until the man is having a hard time holding himself accountable. Right? It gets worse. Right? 10,000 times worse. Okay? Because that's misplaced. A man and responsibility, they go hand in hand. Right? And if you have to be right before you can hold yourself accountable, it's just gonna get worse, right? But that's a good question. If she would do anything to survive back then, what makes you think anything will be different today? What? Anything, literally, put that in quotes. Anything. What makes you think anything will be different? Let's talk about today to the future, because Joe Smith, that one is past tense now, right? Young men today, if you pick a woman who has a certain type of lifestyle that most people will consider extreme. I'm not talking about she like ironing her clothes in the wrong direction. I'm not talking about stupid stuff like that, okay? I'm talking about something that most people will say, no, don't touch that, right? But you say, yeah, I'm in love, you know. Yeah, you know, she'll get over it. I got the money, right? No condition is permanent, right? Something may happen in the future that may warrant her to feel the need to protect and provide for herself in the way she knows best, right? And she just asked you, and she will continue to ask that question. She already said that's what happens when a man don't pay attention to his woman. Just evil, man.
Tired from the adult industry. I promised myself if I don't sing, I don't eat. So when, you know, my music career wasn't popping here when I left Germany and I stayed here for him, I figured, you know, I would, you know, start a business. I started a puppy friend social club. It's a dog sitting business.
A puppy friend social club. Oh.
And then COVID happened and that screwed everything up. I have a moving company, you know, that he actually works for me. Like, he works for my moving company.
Huh?
You know, I'm tired of being the one to figure shit out. So I figured it out the best way I know that can maximize the money that needs to come.
Let me ask you guys a question. Why do you think she's doing this interview right now? What is the number one reason? She just say it should be different because years have gone by and you should be by way mature by now. I start saying, I don't think it's maturity that let people do a low show. I think that's just who they are. I think if they used to do that at 13, I think they would do it at 53. I'm sorry, you know, that's just extreme when you consider it with the frame of reference in the social construct. Yeah. It's extreme. The other people, most people around you don't do that stuff. So for you to go do that, there's something special about you. Special, right? So and I don't think that's going to erase because you are 53 and that's when you used to be 13. I think that I don't know. I think that's disconnected from maturity. Why do you think she's doing this interview? Right? And I'm suspicious of the way they filmed that video too. I'm also suspicious of that, you know. I'm very suspicious of that video, the way it was filmed. Like, if I'm arguing with my girl, the last thing I'm thinking about is recording, unless it's extreme situation and I end up in a poto like Jimmy Perkins and Nikki thought, and I feel the need to evidence, right? Then that might be a reason why I'll feel the need to do that. But that's still a weak place to come from, right? But on a normal day, your husband found out you have an OF account where you're showing your body, and the first thing you're thinking about, let me film this for the whole world to see. All right. No answers yet. The guys are being so patient, listening and holding their tongues. Right. Yeah. I think she's on this interview. I'm not sure about the original video. I think she's on this interview because she's trying to promote the Onlyfans. There's a lot of money to be made in Onlyfans. There's this chick, I forgot her name, that made millions off of our OnlyFans account subscription. There's more than enough men that are willing to patronize that behavior. More than enough. Keyword enough. More and enough. Right? There's more than enough, man. It's just what it is. And some of them are there for the weirdest stuff ever. You know, so it is what it is. But I think that's why she's on this interview. She knows that a lot of people are still going to go and subscribe. She's promoting. She's doing a tour right now. That's what I think personally, and I think the husband, Joe Smith, might have been a part of that plan. It's a possibility. I'm not sure if it's probable, but it's a possibility. Yeah. So let's see. Yep. That's that here. Let's see. There you go with On the Block with Jen here. Says, y'all believe anything, and I mean anything. Somebody says, so she got with Buddy to catch a leak in the first place? What? I'm confused. Let me see.
I mean, because I'm tired of living like, you know, I'm tired of living minimal. You know, I had to do.
See, a person said, well, she just got a shit ton of free promo. There you go. Some people are thinking that far already. I think this whole situation is rigged. See, this is the point where I agree that, hey, if you see everything that's just trending anyhow, just please take a cruise. Okay, they're probably going to make a ton of money from all this attention. And it is what somebody say her acting is horrible. She's acting. They don't believe her, basically. They don't believe her.
I can't believe I'm sitting here just finding.
And why is he facing that direction, talking to himself? Why is he like he's like talking to a wall or something like that? All right? Is this like a skit or something? I think it's probably more so it's skits. Yes, D-Love. Anything is possible. This people would do any, if you would marry an Olosho, you would definitely promote an Olosho behavior. Okay? Especially if you're that broke and you see there's free money somewhere and we could just do this, you might even join eventually. Listen, I'm just gonna leave that at that right there, you know, because we have some other topic. Hit that like button, okay? I love it. Just keep sharing. I know you guys love the way I do it. You know, just keep sharing, and let's step up our game, okay? For those of you that came in late, we do have a goal of 1,000 this month, just like last month. Last month we did 299.46. So I want to say thank you to everybody that donated last. You can donate as little as 99 cents. So we're just getting started with November. So thank you, and thank you to all the regular sponsors, the channel sponsors. I appreciate you all. All right, so let's move on to the next story here. I'll be right back.
Your love that I've been missing. I miss all your hugs, your touching and kissing. Make love on the floor, the couch in the kitchen. One love enough, we done enough.